Deep below Finland's capital, Helsinki, there's a bomb-proof labyrinth of bunkers unlike anything else on Earth.
How many people can fit down here?
6,000.
6,000.
On full capacity. So this is one of the sheltering halls.
This is one of Helsinki's biggest shelters. Right now, it's an underground sports and recreation hub with a car park, cafe, and even a playground. But that can all be moved aside if Finland comes under attack.
By legislation, we have 72 hours time frame to convert all the shelters to wartime use. We have been practicing in this shelter. We can convert this somewhere 6 to 8 hours.
Across a network of bunkers, the capital's entire population and any visitors would be safe from explosions, gas or nuclear threats, which is a potentially crucial capability when your neighbour is Russia. Finland shares a 1,300-kilometre border with Russia, which is now 3.5 years into its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. There's an empathy here for what Ukraine is going through because Finland has been there before, when it was invaded by the Soviet Union in 1939.
We were luckily able to fend them off, but at the same time, I guess what has remained is this sort of cautiousness that we are strongly aware that Russia might be a threat again at some point in the future.
That cautiousness is now part of the national psyche. There's high defence spending and widespread support for mandatory conscription.
We're ready, no matter what happens.
Would you go into battle?
I think I would, yes.
Finnish men see military service as an honour, not an obligation.
We need to continuously be aware of all potential scenarios.
Emil Kostahelmi, a Finnish military analyst who also examines Russian forces, has noticed a worrying trend in satellite images of the Russian side of the border.
We can see a significant amount of Russian military activity, a lot of vehicles that have not been here before, and also a tent village.
To counter the potential threat of Russia, Finland joined NATO a year into the Ukraine war. Moscow's accused Helsinki of laying the groundwork for a NATO attack.
Well, no, it's utterly false. NATO is a defensive alliance. NATO does not attack another country.
Nationwide opinion polls show strong support for NATO membership and the government's overall approach to defence.
Just over that fence is Russia, but it's a no-go zone. Finland shut its border with Russia in 2023 and it has no plans to reopen it.
A border fence is being built and all road crossings have been sealed off indefinitely. Border communities such as Imatra, roughly halfway between Helsinki and the Russian city of St. Petersburg, are hurting. Many people have lost their jobs and been forced to move away.
Everything is quieter. There are less people, less cars, less business.
But despite the economic hit, the locals who've stayed here want the border to stay shut.
The majority of Finns don't want Russian tourists until the peace is in Ukraine.
A hope shared by all countries on Europe's eastern flank. Zoe Ford on the Finland-Russia border.